Hey, what is up, guys? Pine Belt Beer Reviews back here again with you today for another one. And this one that I have here today is a Cerveza Mexican beer. I don't believe that I've either had it nor have I reviewed it here on this channel, obviously, since I haven't had it. But it is the Dos Equis Ambar, the XX, originally brewed by the German-born Mexican brewer, basically a German living in Mexico, Wilhelm Hasse, I think, in 1897. Basically, the two X's basically representing the turn of the 20th century, hence why it's the Dos Equis XX. 4.7% ABV. Even has a best by date on here. It looks like February 2020. Yeah, 4.7% ABV. Gets a 3.2 on Untapped. Like I said, I don't think I've ever had this one before. I've had Dos Equis. Really my favorite Cerveza Mexican lager. This is a Vienna style lager, I believe. My favorite Mexican style lager that I've tried so far out of the different ones, imported Mexican lagers. Still the Tecate. I really like the kind of fairly prominent floral notes that I get out of the Tecate. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I've had the regular Dos Equis, which is good. I do like it, but just not one of my favorite Mexican lagers. Anyway, this one's Vienna style. As you can see, it's a very dark kind of amber color there. Has a nice sort of 3 fingers of off-white head, very soapy looking head, so should dissipate here pretty quick. A lot of kind of just small bubbles streaming up from the glass, very clear, so very filtered. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for the aroma on this one, which is very malt forward. Yeah, definitely like a lot of kind of German smelling malts. I for sure am getting in this one. It doesn't really smell like a Cerveza, which is typically a lot of corn adjunct and whatnot up front. You get a whole lot of corn up front with the Mexican lagers. But this one's sweet, malty, kind of soapy smelling. You kind of have that sort of Dove bar soap scent. A little bit of caramel aroma in there as well. Not too much going on with the hops or anything like that, but Mexican lagers typically aren't very hoppy. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for the flavor on this one. With the flavor, more of that malt, that sweet malt comes through. Kind of getting a whole lot of like a spring water kind of flavor. And the malt, I'm kind of really getting a bit of a like liquid malt extract kind of flavor. But so that's what I'm getting really initially. But there are some other notes in there. I'm kind of getting a very, very, very slight amount of cocoa, something like that. Maybe a little bit of corn adjunct in there as well. No hops really to speak of. But yeah, mostly really just the that liquid malt extract, kind of darker malt, liquid malt extract, and a good deal of that kind of spring water sort of flavor, and then a little bit of like cocoa in there in the back end. So really nothing all that complex, to be honest. Nothing too exciting either. This definitely just really tastes like a, it seems like it would just work best as a kind of hot weather, refreshing, kind of thirst quenching poolside beer, maybe something a little bit darker if you're kind of wanting to go a little darker than just the regular Dos Equis, which is usually served with a lime. This would probably go good with the lime too, though. I think a little bit of that kind of bright citrus juice flavor would probably go nice with some of these darker, slightly richer kind of malt flavors. But like I said, a whole lot of sort of like crisp, sort of spring water flavor I'm sort of getting in this. That's really right there neck and neck with that malt flavor. Though that malt flavor is coming out a little bit as this warms up in the glass. Uh, but mostly not a whole lot going on with it. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, just really be good out by the pool or something like that on a hot day, just to kind of be a thirst quencher with a little bit of sort of a malt flavor to it. Almost kind of reminds me of a like an O'Doul's or something like that, or forget what the Miller non-alcoholic beer is, but it has that same sort of malt flavor to it. With the added benefit of having some extra backbone to it with the alcohol included, rather than no alcohol in the NA version. Yeah, not too bad. Definitely not something that I would probably just drink regularly or anything, though. Like I said, my go-to cerveza, if I ever pick it up, is still Tecate, and I don't know if they have a darker amber lager for that one. But yeah, it definitely tastes like a mass-produced kind of Mexican lager, but refreshing on this really warm day here in southeast Mississippi. So welcome, kind of just thirst quencher. Like I said, it is really what it's kind of best purposed as, I think. But with that being said, I think I would give it a just kind of a solid C. Just a fairly average kind of imported sort of cerveza type of beer for me. But would definitely check it out if you see it, just to see what you think of it. Dos Equis XX Amber version. I'm sure most everybody has probably tried the regular Dos Equis, but this one would be one to give a go as well if you do happen to come across it. So with that being said, until next time, guys, thank you for watching.